John, I think end of day 4 or 5 or losing track of days, but overall positive day for you into the 130s on the superbike.
Yeah.
You're feeling pretty confident ahead of Sunday's superbike race. Just took us through today though.
Yeah, I mean, like today was good. You know, I got 6 laps in, 2 and a 2 on the big bike and a singles on the stocker. I think the big bikes are the ones that you need to ride a lot, just to get used to them and get dialed into them and understand them. You know, I don't know. Like morning was just windy. I don't know. I'm freaked out by the wind. I need to get that out of my head. Same for everybody. But I'm just a little bit cautious, just finding out where the wind is. But yeah, lap 1 was standing start. It was all 130. Pleased with that. Lap 2 there was yellow flags at Schoolhouse, white gates. So yeah, knocked the rhythm out of the lap, that, to be honest. But like putting my ideals together with all my bikes, we're going faster than what we did last year at the end of the TT fortnight when the conditions were perfect for 2 weeks. So yeah, positive. We're going forward. I'm going fast, so I think that's all I can ask for myself. You know, I sometimes come in and I want more, and it's just at the minute it's not possible. But I'm going with the flow of the meeting. The top guys are into 33s, 4s, and that, or whatever they're into now. But I'm happy. You know, I am.
You see, mate?
Yeah, I have to say, you know, we're both working. Well, 3 of us are working hard. You know, Dean's had a couple of problems, and you know, the super stop bike, quick shift to stop working. So I stopped at Union Mills, switched it off, reset, got going again. Knocked me out of my rhythm a little bit, rode a little bit scruffy, then got dialed in and it was going okay, and then it did the same at Hilbury on that lap. So it was I am sensor something that broken, so to change that, so I'm like, geez. So again, in the afternoon, out on the big bike, a couple of solid laps, and then jumped on the stock and yeah, another solid lap. I'm feeling a bit more relaxed now. I was a bit tense, a bit stiff, neck was hurting a lot, and I was holding on really tight. But now I'm not holding on as tight, you know, so I feel like I'm flowing a bit more now. So wherever that pace will end up with me, with the end of the, you know, or the start of the race into the end of the race, I don't know. But you know, we're good in the pits. The bike's been good. Team are all happy. You know, we're knocking on the door. We're the best of the rest. There's a few real fast ones, and then I think that battle for fourth's really tight. You know, with I don't think we haven't seen the best of Connor yet, but you know, Brooks, myself, Coward, James Hillier, you know, I think we're all on similar sort of pace, so it'll be interesting to see when the race comes.
Obviously today there's been a double session after yesterday's cancellation. Did that help matters for you getting into a bit of a rhythm, and it's not like an evening practice where the sun's low? You had the afternoon where the sun was high in the sky, and you could really get some laps under your belt. Of course.
I mean, selfishly for me, I'm a bit like, I'm ready to race now by Wednesday, you know, because I've been around so long. But a lot of guys still having issues. Dean's not got settled really with his bike at the minute, so they need more laps. Some of the guys need more laps. I'm ready to go, but I just wish the wind had dropped, because it's a beautiful place, it's Salaman, and it's an amazing place to ride. You only get one go a year at it, and when it's blowing a gale like that, and it just takes the fun out of it a little bit. You know, you want to really enjoy it, because it was dry, perfectly dry. It's rubbering in a little bit. The racing line's clean, and then you've got that another curveball kicking you in the shin. So it's like, you know, but same for everybody. But yeah, good to get out in the morning. Good decisions in the afternoon. Cold though, cold and windy. That's just, it is what it is. Get another little roll of the dice tomorrow, and then we're into racing.
What's the wind like up on the mountain? Is it pushing you into certain places, or is it pushing you offline, or do you have to really think about it?
You do, yeah. You know, you've got to be cautious, and you know in your own head this where you want to turn in, but you've got to turn in earlier to allow for the wind. But it always feels like it's picking the wheel up, so it's not a nice feeling. You know, it's not. I mean, everybody's ridden safe today up on the mountain, I think, in the wind, but. Yeah, it's just unnerving, and you know, I'm not going to get many more chances to ride around here at the level we're at. So I want to embrace every minute of it, but I want to embrace it and enjoy it with the good conditions. I'm frustrated. It's blowing a hoolie, so it just takes the fun out of it a bit. But yeah, we're lining all the planets up. We're dotting the I's and crossing the T's, and we're in a good place. So for me, to get stuck into it and see what happens.
What's the plan tomorrow? Because obviously I think you've got at least a 2-lap session in the morning. So have you got any plans? Is it superbike or stocker? Or?
It'll be superbike again, I'm sure. It'll be. We've got some other little ideas. I changed the gearing on the super stock bike. It's a bit short geared. Weirdly, we're going through the speed trap faster on the stocker than we are on the superbike, which doesn't really make sense. We're scratching our heads with that, but like I say again, they're looking at squiggly lines, and we'll try and figure it out. What we can do to make the superbike a little bit faster, because the BMs are consistently over a 2, so we haven't quite got that speed at the minute. We should have got the power, but keep looking, keep boxing, keep fighting, and cause if you're losing 10 mile an hour for free time, you just sit there and ride it out and going 10 mile an hour faster. You cover a lot of ground in 38 miles if you're going 10 miles an hour faster in places. So, but no, we're good. We're getting through it. It's race time now, sleeves up, and one more practice and we're into racing. So getting a few segs on my hands there, getting a bit sore now, but I know I'm getting to that point where we're at the business end now.
Do you feel like there's only so much practice you can do before you just now, like you say, you are just ready to race? I'd say sick of practicing and qualifying, but
I do
just
get a
want to
little
get
bit
out
sick
and
of
race,
it. I
don't
just
you?
just like want to race now. I want to race, and it's rolling the dice all the time, isn't it? More risk. So, I mean, risk getting the race, and you get through it, don't you? But like practice, and I get both sides of the tail. We've had 2 nights off, and it's been actually quite nice. A night on, night off, night on. It's been good on the body, and it's been all right. So good, we're good. We're in a good place. I'm happy. So just want more.
Yeah,
I can't have more.
Where's the plans to watch Supersport and Sidecar tomorrow then?
Good question. Yeah, I've got some friends over and some sponsors over, and I think some maybe Hilbury or I want to watch somewhere fast. I mean, there's nothing better than Ross's Garden that I go sleeping. It's about as scary and as fast as you'll get. And to watch the 600s come through there on full noise, you can hold the 600 flat through there, so it's quite an impressive thing to see. So yeah, I'll get my laps done. I think I'll run that. Not sure we're doing that thing with Rutter tomorrow. Might ride in Rutter's RCV at some point. So
I was just about to ask, you've got the chance to ride that thing. Are you?
So when is that?
Chomping at the bit. I think it's middle of the week. I think the RI thing's tomorrow. RI lap's tomorrow, and then I think maybe yours is either Tuesday or Wednesday. I can't remember.
It's a GP bike, isn't it?
Are you ready to ride that thing?
I've raced him on it. I've been behind it, been in front of it, been around it. So I'm just privileged to get a lap on Michael's bike, And if he's paying for it as well, it actually feels a little bit better as well. But no, it's nice that Michael trusts me with a 200 grand RCV. So, but I'm just gonna embrace it and go around and enjoy it. I won't be sticking my neck out on it, but I'll get that feeling of what a MotoGP bike feels like around here.
Well, John, right, we'll better leave you to it. Let you get your dinner, and we'll catch up with you after Superbike Sunday.
Cheers, guys.
Day 4, day 5. I've lost.
Day 5, isn't it?
Day 5, day 4 and 5. But let's focus mainly on today's really busy day for you. Obviously out this afternoon, out this evening, but overall pretty flipping positive for you.
Yeah, it's been a really good day, to be fair. I'm quite chuffed with the Honda. We made a bit of a step in that last session of the Honda, and I'm actually riding the bike now instead of it riding me, should we say. So it feels a lot more predictable, should we say. So we're going to go away in that direction again. But the other 2 bikes are going really good as well. The Supersport bike, I'm loving that, to be honest with you. I get on it and I'm absolutely buzzing with it, to be fair. So, and the little twins what I've ridden before, so we're just getting up to speed with that, So them 2 are really good. So I think we're going to park them and get ready for the race. We're going to go out in the morning, try something else on the big bike, and hopefully, like I said, now we know which way we're going. It's working. We should be able to go a bit quicker again.
But if we focus on this afternoon session, so obviously I think you went out first of all on the big bike and then came in on the Supersport bike, didn't you, after that? So what really have you changed on the big bike? Because it has been a bit of a nightmare, hasn't it, the first few days? I know you said on the telly that there was a little problem with the front end.
Yeah, we've been fighting with this problem all week, and we've been doing all sorts to get it right, and then we came down here and we were on the looked at the data, and Simon, the crew chief's been looking at it, and also a guy called Tom who works at Bitubo. He's been looking, and Tom mentioned, he said, "Oh, just have a look, just take the forks out and could send them up to Morello, he's called, up there working with James Hillier, and just see if you can see if the rebound's all right." And he's took it apart, and it looks like there's a malfunction or something gone wrong with a component inside the fork leg. So we've been altering the bike, the chassis and stuff like that to get the bike handling a bit better, and after all that 3 or 4 days it's turned out to be something and nothing really. Obviously we can't really see the team from the outside looking in, so but I'm happy, like I said, we found it now, and it's the bike felt a lot more comfortable than it has done all week, you know. So I know tomorrow morning I can get up, and I've been going to, it sounds really bad, or not bad, because obviously it's dangerous what we're doing, so I've been going to bed on a night time thinking about it, getting up in the morning thinking about it, and it's not very confidence inspiring at all. And I've been, to be honest with you, I've been absolutely crapping myself about getting on the bike and going down Bray Hill, which is, I love riding around here, and obviously you do get scared and nervous, but it's been quite bad for the last 3 or 4 days, so at least now I know I can go to bed tonight a bit happier, and I know it's going to be a bit more easier to ride, shall we say.
And then the Supersport bike obviously went pretty decent on it this afternoon, but this evening 1 lap out, 125.9 I think off standing start, second overall I think. Yeah,
I think we did, this afternoon we did 100, from standing start to 127.2, so really happy with that. You know, the bike, we've made a little change and it's really good now. So, and like I said, I came back in and made a little change again and went back out again and did a similar sort of time again. So really tough for that. And we went out tonight on the Super Twin just for 1 lap just to get it ready, and I did 120.3 I think, which is, I'm really happy with that. That's my fastest ever standing start lap round here. I know in the race we can go, I think before in 19 me and Michael had 122.5 or 4 or something like that, so I know there's a bit more time in there, and I had a bit of traffic on that lap as well. So I'm the 2 little bikes are really good, so I'm just more happy with the progress we made with the Honda, to be fair.
Looking ahead for tomorrow then, obviously you've got a bit of we'll call it a qualifying session in the morning, just really probably 2 laps. Yeah. Is that going to be on the big bike?
Yeah,
anything
definitely.
Much to change ahead of tomorrow?
We went on the rear end of the bike, because obviously we've been messing around with this problem, we've gone quite stiff on the rear to get on the front, so with this problem we've had, now we've gone too hard, if that makes sense, so we can go a little bit softer. So now we've gone too hard, it's struggling for grip, it's starting to spin and slide and overwork the tyre, so we can go soft again. I want to go soft again on the rear just to help with grip, and then also the front is still a tiny little bit lively, but so we're going to try and go a bit softer, but then try and bit more weight on the front just to get it a bit more planted a little bit in the straight line. So that's the aim for tomorrow, I think, and the plan. So we'll try and get out and do 2 laps, because I haven't actually done a flying lap yet on it because it's been that bad, should we say. So I'm hoping tomorrow if we can do 1 and come through and just go flying through, and then see what it's like with a half empty tank, then we'll be somewhere right, I think, hopefully.
And just a quick thought ahead of tomorrow's first race, obviously Supersport race. You just said there you're really happy with the Supersport bike. How confident are you heading into the first race of TT24? I'm really happy with how the bike's performing now. I'm getting on with the bike and how I'm riding the bike, and I feel really good. I feel at one with it. So I think it might be a bit of a lonely race. I think I've got obviously Paul in front of me, so we'll probably end up catching him and passing him, and I'll probably be on my own for a bit. But I think that probably might help as well, just so I can just concentrate on myself, do my own thing and just concentrate and blah blah blah. So I'm really looking forward to that tomorrow. I just want to I think everyone will be the same, all the boys are the same, they want to get that first one out of the way and get it under your belt, and if we can get a decent result, and it'd be nice to stand on the podium, you know, because the boys have worked really hard for me this last couple of weeks, or this last week should we say, so if I can repay him with a podium finish on a Supersport bike first race, that would be amazing. Well, Jamie, thanks very much. We'll catch up with you tomorrow, and hopefully after what will be hopefully a podium.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Nathan, day 4? I think we're on day 4, something like that. Something like that. Anyway, real positive night for you.
Yeah.
Unofficially the fastest you've ever been around the Isle TT course. Happy with your night's work?
Yeah, definitely. Every time, just exactly like TT22 when my first TT. I've just gone out every night, slowly gone quicker, either small or big gains, and quicker than I've ever gone. And obviously that's to me that's a proper bonus, really. Obviously missing TT last year, and the little off I had in Spain, and obviously hadn't have a little operation on my foot and everything else, and 8 weeks off a motorbike, and to be doing what I'm doing now, I'm doing better than I expected, to be honest with you. And it's a credit to obviously all my sponsors, my team, and my crew that I've got around me.
Let's talk about today then, because obviously you've had two sessions today. This afternoon, good conditions, like really good conditions. It was a little bit windy out on the course, but how did this afternoon go first of all?
Yeah, so the afternoon, the conditions were really good. It's just that wind. It was finally basically dry everywhere, which is the first time we've had in how many? Like you say, we don't know how many days we're on now.
Five days or something.
There was finally no damp patch on the exit of Glen Helen, which was nice. But yeah, no, again, it was nice just to get a couple of laps in. We had 2 laps this afternoon. And yeah, again, just built up and we were getting closer to that. We were literally not far off that 128, and yeah, obviously this evening we've hit that now.
Did you make any changes from this afternoon into this evening to help you get up to the speed that you're at?
Yeah, we actually put a big screen on, which is a bit like John's screen. And yeah, I wasn't a fan of it. John was dying for me to try it, and he was like, just try it, which he's just looking out for me, if you know what I mean. And yeah, I tried it, and I wasn't really a fan of it. As it was so big, it was like sitting in my eye line as I was peeking out of the visor, out of the screen. So I didn't try it, so we went to go back to the smaller screen and just pulled the fairing out, and that actually helped. And yeah, and then a couple of little suspension tweaks. We've got a little bit more to tweak, but not much. It's only a minor change, and I think I'm basically ready to race.
Obviously, you're not racing tomorrow, not out in the Supersport race. Obviously, you're probably going to go out in the warm-up lap tomorrow, I'm guessing. Yeah. Anything to drastically test in that warm-up lap tomorrow, or is it just go out, get a lap under your belt and keep going? Yeah,
I think they're actually putting a 2-lap qualifying on now.
Okay.
So,
sorry.
So I'm going to put a 2-lap qualifying on now. So I'm going to go out and just, we're going to make this little change and maybe we're not decided yet, we probably will do the 2 laps, but yeah, do a couple of laps, and then I've got the RI Parade lap after that, and then I might go to Hilbury or something and watch on the hedges for the Supersport race and cheer Dean on.
Are you feeling back to your old self that you were in 22 now? After tonight, do you feel like Nathan Harrison is back to the best,
I feel like,
shall we say?
Yeah, I feel like every night I've gone out, I've started to get more, like at the Northwest, I'm not going to lie, I was struggling. Obviously being off the bike for so long, my foot and everything else, I was struggling, but them 2 weeks have drastically changed with everything. And every night I've gone out here, obviously you've got 37 miles in a lap, so that's a lot of bike time. I know 1 lap doesn't sound like a lot, but like I say, when it's 37 miles long, it's a long lap. And I'm just starting to feel more fluid on the bike and comfortable, and yeah, I'm starting to feel like confidence in myself again, which is great. And hopefully, like you say, going into race week now, I'm hoping I can carry on and keep that improvement going, and hopefully I'm somewhere near, like at the end of the 6 laps, I can be where I want to be.
Perfect. Well, Nathan, we'll let you get off because obviously we don't want you to hit any traffic on the way home.
Yeah. You know I want to get home early.
And we'll catch up with you after Sunday's Superbike race.
Thanks, mate. Cheers.